Another edition of the Thought Bubble. That's what it's called, isn't it, JT? You brushed me
correct.
last week. It was delicate, wasn't it?
I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see. All right, well, I'm back.
You are.
And we're going to make it a good one. We're talking culture. We're in Brisbane. A lot of talk this week about the Broncos and whether there's a toxic culture at the club. What does that word mean inside a football club?
It's a huge word. Obviously, the players need to set the standards, come up with a set of values and behaviours that they're going to drive for the playing group and what the club stands for. So, obviously, culture can expand by, the previous players that have been there that have set the standards and you follow those, or you can come up with your own set of values and behaviours that you want that particular team to go through. So big talk about the Broncos this week, but it certainly needs to be driven by the players.
And usually the senior players? Yeah,
that's right. So normally the senior players will come up with a set of values that they believe that they want to live and breathe each and every day. And then the younger group that come through see the leaders displaying those values and those behaviours, and they follow that section. So, it's a lot of clubs do have that now. So, and obviously it can change over time when you get new players coming in. But, the crux of it stays the same.
At what point can it sometimes become just words with no meaning? Saying it, but actually you're looking around and going, are we actually acting the way we're telling each other to?
Yeah, well, that's when you got a bit of problems within the camp. Again, that's when the leaders need to stand up and see that through their playing group. And if they are, just giving lip service, that's when you need to pull them up and really get on top of it, because if they get in their little cliques with little groups, that can start to divide the team as well. So you need to be very careful. You're obviously dealing with a lot of different personalities, a lot of different egos, and sometimes when the coach, drops a player and things like that, you need to keep on top of it, because then that can become toxic and the behaviour can spiral out of control, and that's what we've seen with the Broncos.
How would you describe the culture of the Wide World of Sports NRL commentary team, JT?
The top of the tree, mate.
Right up there? Is that because you're here? You come in?
Let's bring the energy up.
Yeah. Hey, let's move away from the issue of culture and on to Sunday. It is the NRLW Decider. We're going to have a new champion. We've got the Roosters taking on the Dragons. Who takes this one out? Redcliffe. We're hoping for a big crowd there, obviously.
Yeah, certainly will be a big crowd. Obviously, the Broncos have had a fair grip on the premiership over the last few years. So then the Dragons, I think they were last year. So they've come on in leaps and bounds, and the Roosters got through on controversial circumstances. So I'm going to tip the Dragons. I played a little bit of footy with Jamie Soward in the All-Stars. So, tip the Dragons to get the job done. But hopefully there's a big crowd there to watch the girls go around, because it's entertaining footy to watch.
They're expanding the competition over the next few years. Where's the Cowboys team?
Yes, we're going to be putting in a team. Obviously, we need to register and go through everything. I think the club is in the process of doing that now. I know we've had meetings with the Titans and the Broncos recently, so we need to get our pathways and everything in order to make sure that these young kids that are coming through have got a team to play for, but always pathways, so that's very important.
The rumour true that you'll be coaching them? Come on, JT.
No, definitely not. I've got enough on my plate. 4 kids, dealing with you, and...
Which do you enjoy more?
The 4 kids.
Oh, please. Come on, you love me.
Yes, I do.
Thanks, JT. Love you too, buddy. That's JT's Thought Bubble for another week. I'll hopefully see you next week alongside this bloke.